Hi, this is Krista. Today we're talking about the Growth Accelerator program and why it would be useful for your business to go through this, or for you as a consultant to take your client through this if you are starting to think about scaling up your business. The framework is based on the book Playing to Win. It was written by Lafley and Martin in 2015. I would strongly recommend that you get this book and read it if you are thinking about applying this tool, or at least watch some videos and talks online about how to use it. The essence of the book is that playing to win, in other words, we are not playing to play, we are playing to win. It's based around 5 strategic questions that we have to ask ourselves in a business. What is our winning aspirations? So what is the purpose of our enterprise? Where will we play? What is the playing field? Where do we compete? Which products, geographies, customer segments, and so forth? How will we win? Now that we've decided where we will play, what is our unique value proposition and our competitive advantage in those markets? And you will note that we can cascade up and down. If we decide that how we will win in particular markets doesn't make sense, we can always go back to where will we play and redefine or refine our target geographies, products, market sectors, and so forth. Once we've worked out where we want to play and how we are going to win, the question we ask ourselves is, what capabilities do we need to have in place? The activities we need to do, our specific configuration, our resources, people, skills, equipment, intellectual property, all of those things. And finally, what management systems do we have to have in place to support all of these activities and capabilities? So the 5 strategic questions is a hierarchy that you would follow to scale up your business. You can do this if you have a small business, and it's a useful exercise to do. But by the time you get to capabilities and processes and systems, the exercise becomes a little bit more useful for larger businesses. So if you're a small business, absolutely do. What is my winning aspirations? Where will I play and how will I win? When you complete the Growth Accelerator survey, or if you're a consultant, when your client completes the Growth Accelerator survey, you will get a report that scores you overall on these 5 areas. And there is a data error there, ignore that. What are my aspirations? How do I win? Where to play? And so forth. This report in itself is highly valuable already because it will give you a detailed breakdown of where you are in the various areas. Just to calibrate, level 1 is kind of ad hoc. It may or may not happen when we're answering the questions. Level 2 is reactive. By the time I start looking at level 3, my processes and answers and things are becoming fairly structured. By the time I'm at level 4, I'm very focused and obviously sustainable. Level 5, best in class. I would strongly advise that you don't give yourself a 3, 4, or 5 unless you actually have documents, processes, metrics, and things to support that. Because those are the things that big running businesses have that put them in those categories. So for each of the areas, aspirations, you can see what answers you have, what the areas are that you can look at improving those particular answers. So this is a good report just to give you a sense of what you need to work on in order to improve each of these focus areas. There is some financial performance analysis, some ideas around what I want to do in the future. And here is where the report starts getting very powerful. So you can look at your score and you could say 58%. What is my success rate? What are my scores? 58. So I'm sitting here in this yellowish block as an overall business. Some aches and pains internally, externally, cash flow, etc. There is a useful graph here to say, where is my status? What is my mindset, my score? Am I playing to win or playing not to lose? Am I prevention focused as an owner, or am I promotion focused as an owner? This is useful insight for you in terms of deciding what you, and often in these kind of programs, your management team needs to do to move the business forward. There are some specific details here that you could look at for aspirations. Where do you sit and what would be the typical assessment of your business? Understanding that this is an application generically of some algorithms, so your specific mileage may vary. Still, these are useful for you to calibrate where your business sits in the various areas. The powerful part of the program that you will also get in the brochures and on the portal, and as you work with your consultant or with your client, is now that I know all of these, what do I do? So in month 1, 2, how do I focus on aspirations? What are the specific components that the questions I have? What is my score? What is my focus area? What are the impacts of improving that? So this helps you plot where should I focus my attention. As with most scaling up programs, this is probably a 2 to 3 year journey. What do I do first? What is the impact? Those are the kind of questions that you would put into this template. Here is also some additional interesting things that says, what does a 2, 3, 4 for each of these look like in terms of demonstrable outputs, deliverables, documents, and things like that. And that is the documents that the program will give you. So who should use the program? For who is it? This is typically for businesses that have been in business a few years. You're not in that fight for existence. You may be in survival mode. So you have found customers, you have products that customers are willing to pay for. You have people that help you deliver the products and services. You're making some profit and you are ready to grow, but you are stuck. The Growth Accelerator program will help you define what you need to do to make the next step. Is it clarity around your how to win, your competitive capability, research around your competitors? Is it more clarity around your products and markets, customer segments that you serve? Specifically, if you're starting to think about growing, am I really getting my fair share of my total addressable market? So these are where to play and how to win type questions. Do I have a shortage of capability? So are my resources, my people, my systems not properly aligned? Do I not have enough financial resources to invest in growth? So do we need to look for investment or loans? Or is my business a mess and a shambles because I haven't got the right management systems and processes underpinning it? What the program will do is help you identify those areas and then point you into the very deep and rich online pool of literature, techniques, things that you can do and apply over and above the stuff that is in the learning management portal to help you improve that specific area. So in short, if you are a business with 5 to 10 people that you're employing and you are looking at scaling up and you can't scale up because of those barriers, this is the program that you should be looking at.